So someone asked me to talk about the fake chosen ones. You might see a comment on the screen. Somebody asked me to talk about the people that claim to be chosen. You guys have been with me for a while, and you know that I do not judge people, okay? I do not judge anyone. You never know what someone's going through. You don't know many things about their lives. You don't know why they choose to do the things they do, the life choices they make. And sometimes it's very difficult to get messed up. But you know, sometimes there is all signs that a person can be a chosen one, okay? There's many times I've shared with you guys the signs to know that you're a chosen one. There is many of them you can use to tell. However, there are some people who think that being chosen is a trend. You know, it's not a trend. Being chosen, ladies and gentlemen, is not a trend. Some people do not even understand what it takes to be a chosen one. Okay? There's people who don't know, they haven't walked that journey. They don't know what it's all about. So normally in this case, you have to use your intuition. Your intuition will tell you the truth. You need to pay attention to how you feel. Okay? Even if you pay attention to how you feel, you need to be also paying attention to whether is it a trigger that person is triggering you, or do you feel like they are telling you something that doesn't even make any sense. Okay, so most of the times a chosen person normally, especially in the early days of their journey, they will share with you their journey. That is the very first sign for you to know that you're following somebody that is a real chosen one. Okay, they are going to usually share with you their journey. So another thing, what is about a chosen person, they are usually going to be about the truth. Okay, so if you're following somebody and they are talking about some things, they look like they want to, these things look like they are some kind of it's like you're watching some kind of a science fiction, a fiction movie or something like that. There is no truth. There are no facts in there. If you do your own research, because you know a lot of times when you watch these videos, you don't have to believe everything everybody is telling you. If the video resonates, you will feel it in your soul that this video resonates. Okay, so you will know that what resonates and what doesn't. And it doesn't always mean that every chosen person will talk about something that actually resonates with you. Is why sometimes I tell you in my videos, if this stuff resonates with you, then you can like, share, and subscribe. So I don't ask everybody to subscribe, because I don't ask, if I say everybody should subscribe, that means I'm also asking the narcissists to subscribe too. And this is an empath channel, okay? So there is stuff that can resonate with you. There is stuff that is inspiring you. There is things that are building you up as a person, okay? So whenever you encounter these individuals, you feel like something has changed. You feel very enlightened. You feel like a very big weight has been lifted off of your chest. You feel like you finally found the solutions to the things that you've been dealing with, because a lot of these guys have told you, most of these chosen ones, if not all of them, they are messengers. These individuals are messengers of truth. Okay, so they come to you with the truth. And they are going to say that truth the way it is. They're not going to sugarcoat it. They will not say something because they are trying to make you happy, or they are trying to entice you to follow them, you know, to subscribe to their channels, whatever. You know, it doesn't work like that. They will say something that is true, and they are going to say it the way it is. So this is why sometimes you find a lot of these chosen people, they tend to trigger a lot of individuals, because there are some individuals, they could be just toxic people, or sometimes they could be people who are just simply unhealed, and they have got a lot of healing work to do. You know, they have got a lot of work to do on themselves. So sometimes they can end up triggering some people. When the triggers come in, and you're following a chosen one, when the trigger comes in, you need to check yourself, okay? Try to figure out in your mind, why are you being triggered by this person? Because when you're talking about the things that concern the truth, and you're able to bring out, because even being able to bring it out is another task on its own. There are some people who have the truth and they're not able to bring it out to the surface. So they'll conceal the truth and, continue their lives like that. But there is people who are going to bring out the truth. If you are triggered by that truth, you may sometimes come into conclusion that the person is fake because they have said something that triggers you. But that trigger may be coming from somewhere, okay? So that person may have talked about something that you've been trying to run away from, okay? There may be something they have said. You have been running away from this truth for so many years, and when you come across these individuals, they tell you something, and you're going to figure out that these individuals, they are triggering you. That is because they have said something that you've been trying to keep under the blanket for so many years. So when you're talking about chosen people, yes, I understand. Like I've said, there is fake ones as well. There is some of them who think that this whole thing of being chosen is a trend. It's like, they are like, chosen one. They think it's funny, or they think it's so, nice to talk about, it's funny or something like that. But ladies and gentlemen, a chosen one's journey, I've told you, these individuals, they have walked journeys. You cannot even wear their shoes. Their shoes are very heavy to wear. So when you find yourself meeting a chosen person who will say they are chosen, do not be in a hurry to judge them, okay? They may be coming from somewhere that you do not understand. So most of the times what I would recommend, try to understand a little bit more about their journey, okay? So there may be some things they are talking about that you do not understand. They may have walked a certain path that you actually cannot even resonate. So a lot of their stuff doesn't resonate with you. So me, what I recommend with people, when it comes to chosen ones, yes, follow them, okay? See where they're coming from, but pay very close attention to the truth. Those individuals, are they really talking about the truth? Are they talking about the truth? Can you actually do your homework to know something about what it is they are saying? Because sometimes the chosen people may even sometimes say something that are going to be very difficult for you to figure out, okay? Because I've told you, these guys, they are messengers. Sometimes they have got messages from the divine, from God, from the universe. Sometimes these are things you don't learn about in schools. There may be some things you don't hear about in your family members, whatever, friendship circles and churches. So take your time to understand these individuals, but pay very close attention. These individuals, they have walked a journey. Pay close attention to their journey, okay? If you have met them, for example, after a couple of years, you don't even know where they started. Usually go back in time and see their journey. In the beginning journey, during the beginning of the chosen one's journey, they are going to spit out too much truth, okay? So if you have been with the chosen one and you just run into them online or something like that, go back very far in years. Take your time, because you see, sometimes a lot of times why we end up judging people is because we are not too patient to learn and to understand these individuals. So sometimes it's necessary for you to go back, way back in time, and see what were they talking about way back in time, in the beginning of their journey. What were they saying? Because that is exactly the moment when they were spitting the truth, okay? But sometimes also there can be chosen ones who have, in a way or the other, drifted away from their path, okay? So sometimes there are some chosen ones who may start, they start up very well and they're doing well. They are motivating people, they are healing people and all this kind of stuff. And somewhere along their journey, something happened and they have actually drifted off their path. So sometimes you may stop to resonate with the things they are saying. That is because they're no longer on their real path. They may have drifted away a little bit, because I've told you, a lot of chosen people encounter a lot of spiritual attacks. So chosen people, they're people who are always, they're fighting a continuous battle all throughout their lives. They have fought this battle when they are young. They have fought it in schools. They will fight it in churches, their friendship, relationships. They'll fight it in their old age. So they continuously fight a battle whereby they're continuously going through spiritual attacks, even sometimes physical attacks. When the time comes to that, it can even sometimes be physical attacks. So when it comes to a chosen person, normally it's very important for you to listen to your intuition, okay? See how you feel about this person. Your intuition may be telling you something else because you are most likely a very unhealed person. You have got a lot of healing work to do, and sometimes there is things that they are saying. You want to hear something else, and you're pushing yourself to hear something else. I've seen it along my journey. Because I've told you guys I'm a very spiritual person. I'm a spiritual person, yes, but I've been a religious person back in the days. But after my awakening, I realized that all these things of organized religion was all a trap. So I walked away from religion, okay? But I don't have any problem with somebody who is following religion. You know, everybody has got free will. If you're happy with your religion, I don't have any problem with that. Personally, I do not follow religion. So sometimes there's people who came on my channel and they started talking to me about Jesus, you know, about this scripture this and this scripture that, and people don't understand where I'm coming from, okay, because they don't understand who I am. They do not even understand what is inspiring me to do these things that I'm doing, okay, so they don't know anything about my journey. So be patient and go and walk back in time. See where these individuals started. That is exactly where they were speaking and they were spitting the truth. A chosen person is all about truth. And another thing you should look out for a real chosen person should be empathy. Are they all about empathy? Are they able to empathize with someone? You know, can you feel that energy? Because, you know, an empath knows another empath. It's very easy to read another empath when you meet them along your journey. Do they do things that pretty much relate with empathy? Do they have empathy? A person who doesn't have empathy, it will show in their speeches, it will show in their videos, it will show in their actions, it will show in their content. It doesn't matter. You will know that this person lacks empathy. So if you're a real empath, for example, you may be sometimes following a person who claims to be chosen, but you cannot even tap into even I don't know, even an inch, even a gram, even a little bit, the slightest of empathy in them. If empathy lacks in a person, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, that person is not a chosen one. It doesn't matter what they try to tell you. It doesn't matter where they are coming from. They are not a chosen one. If a person is lacking empathy, empathy is one of the most powerful qualities of a real chosen person. So we're talking about empathy, number one, and truth. Okay? So take your time to do some research and go back in time, see what they have been doing over the years. Are there some things that they're doing that are really helping people, or are they just selfish people who are just thinking about themselves? Because a chosen person is a person who is out to serve other people, okay? It doesn't really mean that you're supposed to go out and serve other people and stay broke, because you also have your own needs and your own, you know, things that you need to take care of yourself. As at the end of the day, there are some gifts were given to you, yes, to help other individuals as well, but also to look after you, okay? So you should be doing both. Help other people, also be able to take care of yourself. So you shouldn't be in a situation whereby people are going to force you to do things for them because you're a chosen one. So people just come around and say, oh, because you're a chosen one, so you should do that and you should do that. You know, a lot of times I had a comment from one, I don't remember who it was. And somebody sent me an email and say, oh, you're charging me for a session. And, you know, you're charging me to do God's work. And somebody thought I was some kind of a preacher or a pastor, you know, whereby I'm just going to be out there, do all these videos, put in the energy, put in the time, and at the end of the day, I'm going to be, you know, inviting all sorts of people to do free sessions for them. That's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. These gifts, like I've said, you share with them, with people. I have shared so much content over the years. You guys have got no idea. But at the same time, I also have my own needs. So I am also able to use these gifts to take care of myself, okay, because I have got my own personal needs. But if a person is very selfish in a way that everything is about them, you know, like about money, are they very greedy people? Are they all after money? Are they all after, you know, only selfish things, only their selfish needs? Then in any way, you're not dealing with a chosen person, okay? But the number one thing you should use, especially when you're dealing with this kind of subjects like this, pay close attention to your intuition. Your intuition, your gut will tell you, okay? When you are following these individuals, your gut will tell you is not right, okay? And it doesn't always mean that everybody's supposed to resonate with your frequency. There may be sometimes not in your frequency, and sometimes there is things that are not resonating with you. You always have the courage and the power to walk away, okay? Me, like I've told you, I've done so many videos, you know, on this channel and everything. I have never been doing a video, you know, trying to blast another chosen one because I think they are fake and I'm trying to point out somebody. So if you see these kind of individuals who are coming online and they are constantly attacking other people, oh, that person is lying, that person is this, and that person is that, they're always trying to, in that energy of judgment, whereby they are simply continuously judging other individuals because maybe they don't like the stuff they do, or maybe they did something that they don't resonate with it, and they go online and start blasting other individuals. Then there's a very big chance either that person is not a chosen one, they are faking being a chosen one, or actually those individuals, they are simply unhealed and they have got some work to do. So chosen ones, like I've said, use your intuition, you know, use your discernment, If you don't have the discernment, pray for discernment so that you can be able to know who you're following and what you're listening to. Do you feel motivated? Do you heal every time you encounter these individuals? Do you find some healing within yourself? Is your life getting better? Okay, so how you really know that a person is a chosen one is when you follow a certain person. And after a couple of times, you know, weeks, it can be weeks, maybe it can be months, and it can be years, you're seeing that your life is starting to move and take off in a completely different direction, okay? That is when you know that this person is a really chosen one, because those people, they have got that energy that can get you out of a very bad state in life and put you somewhere on your path, okay? And improve your life in so many different kinds of ways. So, like I've said, I don't judge anyone, and you don't have to judge anyone, okay? Pay close attention to how you feel. Are you triggered? There may be sometimes you're listening to a chosen one who is telling you the truth. And there is things that are triggering you because those people, they do not know anything else apart from the truth. They will say it the way it is. Pay close attention to yourself. You may be an unhealed person, or you may just simply be a toxic person who doesn't accept other things that other people are doing. You don't have that thing in you that accepts what other people are doing. So I don't know what to think about this, ladies and gentlemen. I've already shared that comment with you. Let us know what you think about these people. Drop us a comment, of course. Like the page, share, subscribe, and I'll get back to you in my next one. Denzel signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.